Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play EarthBound. Last time we made our way out of Threed only to get possessed by a tiny little ghost right there that won't leave us alone, and then to emerge into this strange valley. Oh, well that's kind of nice. Yeah, so you can buy some stuff here if you need to, if you're kind of, downtrodden from the journey to here, but it's not that far back to Threed. A village with many interesting people just ahead. Saturn Valley. Oh, it can't be found in any map. How unusual. Wow, this is a kind of a nice area. Hear the running water. It's like a blue-violet water. It's really pretty. I like this. Ooh, get a bomb. I'll have to give that to Jeff whenever I get a chance. Wow, there's like no enemies around here either. Normally this place is crawling with enemies. But I'm not seeing any. Man, I'm getting really lucky. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. What do we have here? Oh, a protein drink. Very nice. Wow, I am like so lucky. It's ridiculous. I've never gone through here with no enemies whatsoever. Well, I spoke way too soon. Here we have a violent roach. It's just the one, so we'll just go ahead and just attack it normally. Yeah. Because this thing is possessed, wow, he's dodging a lot. Because Ness is possessed by the ghost is going to either attack us or try to solidify us, and it can attack any one of us, and it's such an annoying status ailment. Wow, this guy has a lot of speed, a lot of evasion. We'll use a freeze on it. Really? Seriously? Also, I have those insecticide sprays, and I could use them against the violent roach, but there's only one, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's a nice experience here. What's over here? Ooh, more treasure! Hey, awesome, get a bottle rocket. Let's actually move some things around here. Let's see, the bottle rocket should definitely go ahead and go to Jeff. And with that, his inventory is full, so I'll hold the bomb with Ness for right now. And we'll just be on our way. The music's kind of odd, kind of strange. It almost sounds like extraterrestrial. And now it's just gotten a little bit louder. Just a little bit stranger. What in the world is this thing? It has no hands. It just has like a huge nose and it's naked. We feel groovy. Oh, it's Mr. Saturn. Yeah, and everyone is Mr. Saturn. And even though they identify as Mr. right here, they're actually said to have no gender. Although there is a Saturn, there is another Saturn Valley in Mother 3, and one of the Mr. Saturns is like, hey, I'm a girl. So their gender is just kind of, we don't really know. Just kind of, sure, I want some slumber. KO! They're so cute. I love Mr. Saturns. Finally! Ooh, get the slime generator. Great. So the inn here is, oh, I guess we have to leave and then come back in. The inn here is free. So if you want to spend some time here to have Jeff fix all the broken stuff, now is a fantastic time to do that. And I would highly recommend doing that right now until I can at least get that gun. There we go. Perfect. That's what I want. Awesome. So that should also give him another item slot as well. So let's see. Go to the equipped menu here. The stun gun to the magnum air gun. Perfect. They still don't have anything for their bodies, do they? So I need to, the slime generator. So the slime generator, you can use that as an item in battle as many times as you want to, and basically it solidifies an enemy or it keeps them from moving. It doesn't always work, but it's something that he can do. I don't think it's the best thing in the world, but it's there. Also, these insecticide sprays, pretty much after this particular area, the insecticide sprays are not going to be worth it any longer, so pretty much use them now. What are you doing in a trash can, Oscar the Grouch? Oh, you're Dr. Saturn. Okay. Yeah, I do. Sure. Oh, thanks. And you get to sleep for free. You get to have the doctor operate on you for free. The Mr. Saturn represent innocence, and they don't want any money. Because they're completely innocent and they don't want to be, dirty their hands with money or anything. So there was a lot more Mr. Saturns, and slowly there's less and less, but they don't really know why. Something that you really can't look past is their font, the strange way of speaking that they have. The font is actually based on the creator's daughter's handwriting, and he was like he liked her early handwriting when she was really young so much that he created the entire font based upon that. So it's super cute. Oh, you're gonna give me something on the way back? Okay, sure. Secret base. The base is behind Grapefruit Falls. The password. Okay. Whenever the Belch guy says, say password, you have to stand still and wait for 3 minutes. You have to talk to this guy, and you have to hear him say this. If you just stand underneath the Grapefruit Falls and you don't hear this, you're not going to be able to get in. Scary guy behind Grapefruit Falls. Scary, sick, and barfy. They're so weird. Go and ding, la la la. Oh, trade for a secret herb. $1780, you get a Horn of Life. Oh, okay, so yeah, you can buy the stuff there from him, but I don't have $380, nor do I have $1,780. And here we just go off into a little cliffside, because why not? Saturn Valley. Nothing has to make any sense. I like that, even like the little houses. This is why some people think that it's extraterrestrial. Number one, they're named after Saturn, the planet. Number two, the houses almost look like flying saucers, and the little ring around the roofs, like Saturn's ring. It's super cute. I don't know. I love Saturn Valley. It's adorable. And this little thing right here, check it out. It's an ATM! We'll take out $4,000. There we go. I actually probably need some more money. So we actually have a little merchant Mr. Saturn right here. If you want to, you can buy a bionic slingshot for Paula. It is better than the frying pan that she currently has, but again, it only has 80% accuracy and it will not get any kind of slam hits, but for the most part, I really don't use Paula for attacking anyway, so I'm not going to waste the money. The Travel Charm. Still, nothing can paralyze you. It's completely pointless. The Great Charm, though, actually has a purpose. Let's go ahead and purchase these for both Paula and Jeff. Oh, God. Hold on. I'm going to sell some stuff. Okay, I took care of that, so let's go ahead and get these Great Charms for Paula and Jeff. And I like how it goes, who can carry this burden? They don't even see anything wrong with that. It's just like, oh, this is a burden. It's just funny to me. They don't see it as something handy. It's just a burden. So the Great Charm, it's going to increase your luck as well. It's not just increasing it by 1 defense point. If it was just 1 defense point, I wouldn't even buy this stupid thing. Paula already got a silver bracelet back in the Underground Path, so let's go ahead and buy some silver bracelets for the boys right here. There we go. As far as the stuff that I sold Insecticide Sprays because, like I said, they're only going to be handy at, this particular area, and then afterwards, the enemies get so strong, and the Insecticide Spray just deals fixed damage that it's just not worth it. So I just went ahead and sold them. They'd only be useful against the Violent Roaches and the Red Antoids that can appear here. So I figured, I made it halfway here without getting into any encounters with them, so I'm not too worried about it. I think everything else I'm fine. Let me just go over and look and see if I need to sell anything else. I think I am good. I have some open inventory slots on Ness, same thing too for Paula, and 2 inventory slots open for Jeff, because we will be going to an area where we will be getting treasure, so I do want to have inventory slots open. I gave the Rust Promoter to Jeff as well, because he just is an item user. Okay, so that guy was more of a weapon shop. Here we have an item shop. You can buy insecticide sprays. They're really cheap, though. The stag beetle. It's completely useless. You use it as an item in battle, and it's a one-time use only, and it can solidify an enemy. But we have the slime generator, which is the same thing, and you can use that as many times as you want to. Refreshing herb we already have. It deals with status ailments, so I'm not going to worry about that either. Peanut cheese bar is said to be the Mr. Saturn's favorite piece of food, but can you imagine, like, peanut and cheese together? Like, that sounds disgusting to me. Gross. The Horn of Life. You can use this as an item. It is a fantastic item, and in fact, I am going to buy one because it is the best healing item in the game, able to cure all status ailments, all your maximum HP and everything. It's a great item to have. It'll revive you. I love the Horn of Life. Yeah. So it cures all status ailments and all revival, whereas the Cup of Life Noodles, it revives a friend in unconsciousness, but it doesn't, I believe that it doesn't restore all of your maximum HP. It'll like revive you with 1 life, whereas the Horn of Life will revive you with maximum HP, so that's nice to have. Then here we have the Secret Herbs. I believe that that's also a reviving item as well. And we're going to be getting some harder areas, and it's nice to have reviving items, and I like to give all of those to Ness. Then we have a picture postcard. It's $2. I'm just going to buy it and give it to Jeff. It's completely useless. I'm only buying it to show it off, really. You can't actually use it or do anything with it. The scene on the front doesn't make you want to go there. That's kind of funny. You feel sad and empty whenever you use the picture postcard. Yeah, so let's just drop it. Let's just get rid of that. I just think that that's funny. It's just a little joke item in the game. There's no purpose to it whatsoever. Hey there, Mr. Saturn. Well, we know, we just came from Threed. You saw a bad stink behind the falls. Yeah, everyone's telling us to go behind these falls, and something stinky and barfy is back there, and lots of their friends were taken behind the falls, and they don't know why. Remember that other Mr. Saturn said that there was a lot of Mr. Saturns around here, and now they're all going away and vanishing? Because they're all being kidnapped and taken behind the falls. And then on our way here, we encountered like that little miniature barf. So something's going on. Also, the people in Threed were saying that the zombies were being controlled by a monster back here, like a big, barfy monster. So that's where we need to go. We need to go behind these falls and take care of it. So after that last battle, Paula actually gained a new PSI ability, the Offense Up PSI. Where is it? It's in Assist. There it is. So it increases the offense in current battle, and you can use this multiple times to layer the effect. Can we talk about how much I like the PSI descriptions in this game? Like, most of the time, if you even get a PSI description or a magical description in any other game, it'll just be like, you know, it'll say fire, and it'll be like, this deals fire-based elemental damage. And that's it. Like, that's all you get. But here, you get like a lot of descriptions of what all these things do. I really, really like that. What is going on here? Where are all the enemies? I want to show off some finally! God, I'm like wanting to get enemies, but I didn't want to get all 3 of them in one fight, but good lord. Huh, okay. Here we have the Armored Frog. They have a lot of defensive power, so use magic on them. Since we have a row of enemies here, I'm going to be using Fire Beta. And just to show it off, why not? We'll throw a bomb on them. And throw it on the middle one, because then it will affect both of the guys on the sides of whichever one you throw the bomb to. Yeah. The farm zombies are actually weak to fire there. And as you can see, the bombs, they're not really that effective either. So, yeah, at this point, you kind of want to get rid of some of these attacking items that you have, although we will be getting better attacking items for Jeff. Whereas in Mother 1, you pretty much just had like the 1 level of attacking items. Finally! I'm getting some old babies. on Jeff's level up. Man, he needs it. As we get to further areas and more areas, Jeff's going to be getting better attacking items. And it's time for another photograph! Some people even think that this cameraman... Fuzzy Pickles! Yeah, some people even think that this cameraman is, Ness's father. And that this is his way of kind of following him. Say the password. Okay. I'll just sit here and do nothing. Remember what the Mr. Saturn said? He said you just stand behind the waterfall and you just wait for it. You literally just have to put the controller down. Don't press anything. Don't do anything for 3 minutes. What other game would make you do this? It's just so odd. The other thing that I want to talk about, as far as Mr. Saturn is concerned, he does pop up in some other games that are created by Nintendo and HAL Laboratory. Most notably in Super Smash Bros. He shows up as like a little trophy or something. Although I don't really play Super Smash Bros. I've actually never purchased Super Smash Bros. For myself. The only time that I ever play it is whenever I go over to my friend Chris's house. And a lot of the times he'll have parties and stuff. He'll have house parties and people will be drinking and he'll turn on his Switch, or previously it was the Wii or whatever Nintendo console he had, and I would play Smash there. And who would I use? Shulk. And I would use nudie Shulk, little Twinkie Shulk with no clothes on, because I mean, Shulk's super hot, why not? And he has the power of the Monado, and I always just liked seeing RPG characters in Super Smash Bros. And a lot of people would be like, who is this guy? Like, who is he? They wouldn't even know what game he came from. They'd be like, he comes from Xenoblade. Like, what are you doing? Duh. Another thing. Oh, the Mr. Saturns. They also show up in Kirby Superstar Saga for the, or is it just Superstar? I think it's just Kirby Superstar. That was one of my favorite games on the SNES. I was such a fan of the Kirby games ever since I first played them on the Game Boy. There was Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy, and if you've never played the original game, it was the first Kirby game ever created, and Kirby could not absorb powers. They hadn't realized that, hey, we should do something. They allowed Kirby to suck and swallow enemies. They allowed Kirby to suck. No, they allowed Kirby to suck and swallow enemies, but you couldn't actually absorb powers. You could float, you could fly, you could do things like that, but not absorb powers, so that kind of sucked. But Kirby Superstar on the SNES, it had all sorts of different mini-games. My favorite one was the Great Cave Offensive, and there was a little Mr. Saturn, treasure chest in there. There was all sorts of references to different games, and in that if you've never played Superstar Saga, you really should. It was great. Also, they remade Kirby's Dream Land in Kirby Superstar, and you could play it with SNES graphics and absorbing monsters and stuff like that. It was such a good game. Wow, I had a lot more stuff to talk about. Man, I could talk about Kirby, I could talk about Mr. Saturn, I could talk about my love for JRPGs all the time. But guess what? We're in a factory, and we know how much I love factories in mother games. But thankfully, it's not as horrible as Duncan's factory in the NES game. But we're going to be going through and exploring this factory and dealing with Master Belch next time on Let's Play EarthBound. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.